I attended the From Urination to Georgia Tech's first Ig Nobel Prize. This is so that students can really learn science and like it and laugh while learning it. The idea is to present science in a humorous way and then have the audience be able to think about it afterwards on a more scientific basis. So, what is science humor? This is the only award that celebrates science humor in the world. A topic covered previously in Ig Nobel Prize was that leaning to the left makes the Eiffel Tower seem small, and this is because small numbers are on the left and big numbers are on the right in our brains. So the lecture that I attended was on Monday, October 19th, and the keynote speaker was Professor David Hugh. The show was opened up by Dr. Lou Lefton, and he's a faculty member in the School of Math at Georgia Tech. An interesting fact is that he said all animals take the same amount of time to pee, and by that, they specifically studied mammals. A really fun part was when all the audience members got to fly paper airplanes at one of the speakers who had a target like held up against him, and they indicated that this was a tradition of Nobel Prize awards, so that was pretty cool. Next, Dr. Hughes introduced, and he is an associate professor in fluid mechanics at Georgia Tech. Steve Vogel from Duke University is his mentor, specifically in studying urination, so he decided to dedicate the lecture to him. The first topic that Dr. Hugh got into was eyelashes. So, if you have eyelashes, your eyes evaporate twice as slowly as if you didn't have any eyelashes at all, or if you had eyelashes that were extra long. When fluid hits objects, they slow down. When you have eyelashes, it creates a bump. Air wants to come and wants to turn around. When you have short eyelashes, it prevents the air from turning too early. The taller the bump, the more the air turns before it hits the eye, which creates a stagnant zone from your eye. If your eyelashes are too long, it will funnel the air in. Eyelashes have to grow to a magical length that will allow the speed bump effect to occur without the funneling of the air in. So this is something that all mammals have, which is eyelashes, and eyelashes are extremely important because they keep air from coming in and basically attacking our eyes. So the way in which our eyelashes work is very specific. Like I mentioned, there's a magical length that allows the speed bump effect to occur, which is what keeps air from coming in too strongly into our eyes. Another topic that was explored is how fast do containers drain. If you put a hole in a container at different heights, the holes in the bottom will have a higher speed. This leads into the main topic for the night, which was how does urination duration change with animal size? So Dr. Hughes' lab associates went to the Atlanta Zoo to perform some experiments and time studies in order to gather enough to draw some conclusions. These experiments and time studies were done on a variety of mammals at the Atlanta Zoo. So, a poodle compared to an elephant took about the same time for the urine to come out. The poodle's urine took about 22 seconds to come out, while the elephant's urine took about 24 seconds. My immediate thought was, how is this possible? Because these animals are two completely different sizes. So I thought it was crazy that they take the same amount of time to come out. I would have assumed that the elephant would take way longer given that it's bigger, its bladder size is bigger, and etc. So they both have significantly different weights and different size bladders. And also they found that giraffes urinate for 3 to 5 minutes. So this was interesting because, as previously mentioned, the average time for mammals was 22 to 24 seconds. So it's interesting to see that the older a person or animal gets, the longer it takes to urinate. And this is why some of the data could have been skewed, such as the giraffe that took 3 to 5 minutes to urinate. So they found that the urinary system has constant proportions. The aspect ratio is about 20, and all mammals empty their bladders in about 20 seconds, give or take 13 seconds. So I looked more into the topic of the Ig Nobel Prize. Did you know that there was a chicken in the 50s that walked around with no head for 2 years, and also humans could only shake their heads 3 times per second, while rats can shake their body 30 times per second, and bears can only shake 4 times a second, and dogs 4 to 6 times a second. So they were able to show that the bigger the animal is, the slower it could take to shake it off and to dry itself off. So in summary, there are 10 prizes awarded each year for the Ig Nobel Prize, and Dr. Hugh was a 2015 winner for his research on the hydrodynamics of mammal urination. He was assisted by a grad student named Patricia Yang.